Welcome to quarterfinal Thursday at the 2025 Women's World Championship in České Budějovice. Up first, Finland and Sweden last met in a quarterfinal back in 2017. A 4-0 shutout for Finland en route to a bronze medal that year. Here are the officials for the game. Referees representing the United States, lineswomen from Canada, and the host nation Czechia. As for starting goaltenders, today for Finland, Sani Ahola with her third start of the tournament. Last played 5 days ago against Czechia, making 27 saves in that 4-2 win. On the other side, the Swedish Shield, Emma Soderberg, currently the second leading netminder at Worlds. Coming off back-to-back shutouts, Soderberg has only allowed 2 goals so far. That was way back in the opening game against Germany.
And the Finnish head coach Juuso Toivola, and they're playing a familiar foe. These two teams have a long history of meeting up in big games. Finland comes out on top most of the time, and the Swedish head coach Ulf Lundberg, this is going to be his first big test of the tournament. They haven't spent a lot of time in their own zone, and I think zone exits are going to be key for his team to be successful here today.
Sweden coming in on a 190-minute shutout streak, but that was all in Group B, and this is the quarterfinals. They have not been able to take down Finland in a quarterfinal matchup. Susanna Tapani at the dot for the Finns. Sarah Hjalmarsson for Sweden. And it's Finland coming away with the first touch.
Well, right away, they're going to put Sweden under pressure.
Keeps it in for Sweden. Looking to take it around. Quick shot on Ahola. Amelia Vesa finds Julia Shalin. Shalin once more, and they'll take shots at distance. Gives time for Tapani. Find room in the slot. A quick shot, and Savalainen right on the doorstep. Watch out. Soderberg covers, and Tuvik already getting into it with Tapani.
Well, I said these teams have some familiarity, so it starts right away. And no.
Toulouse from great distance. Just to send the puck down deep as Karvinen cuts in. Covered by Soderberg.
Well, that one was a little bit more of an advance. Puck pops up on Soderberg. And she kind of loses track of it, and then she tries to glove it down, can't get a handle on it, it comes back out front. Next time around, she's got to be sharp. And again, not one that you would suspect would give anyone trouble, but it did.
Karvinen becoming the all-time scoring leader for Finland, and Liikala off the body. Newland finds it back in the slot, takes it to the near side. Now working in, trying to find a lane. Liikala, top shelf. Finland on the board.
Some good puck movement. They initiate with that shot. Van Hanen once again. And then watch Liikala as she turns, looks. Rantala wants his pass. She said, you know what? No, I'm going to cut back in. And then she rips this one top shelf over the glove to beat Soderberg.
It was Janina Newland. Rather, Liikala was out on the line, but Janina Newland with her first goal at this year's
options. She thought she had a better shot, and she took it.
So Finland snaps Sweden's shutout streak. Figured that much was likely given Finland's penchant for scoring goals in this tournament. Only kept off the score. Led Finland last year in Utica with 6 points, just has 1 point so far. The way she's playing, she feels due. Savalainen sets up, scores! Rania Savalainen.
Earlier, they make a miscue, a bad pass getting out. They get hemmed into their own zone. This puck goes up over Savalainen. Watch the patience as she pulls this in and finds the shot lane. Sweden's out. They're in the shot lane, but she takes her time, pulls it in, and then releases that shot and beats Soderberg. That is a beauty. She is just...
Rania Savalainen now at 4 points in the tournament, tied with the United States' Megan Keller as the leading defender in scoring for this tournament. Shots on goal as well going Finland's way. And Becky Keller, I mean, Sweden just unable to find a way out of their own zone.
Yeah, they need to start to play at the same pace that Finland's playing at. And that can be hard when you're coming out of Group B, but they've got 40 minutes now to figure this out and get on their horse and get going.
All about staying sharp for Finland. Ebba Hidkris comes in, shoots and scores! Just like that. right where she left off. Ebba Hedqvist, a hat-trick in her last game, and now the first against Finland.
Well, did she ever rip that puck, and what a start for Sweden. They finally get the puck going to turn into much. I thought maybe she had room to drive the net. She isn't going to drive, she slows down, but she rips this puck. She comes in on her offside, and Hedqvist looks, and then she snaps.
Talked about how efficient she was, the hat-trick on just 4 shots. Well, that was her first shot of this game, just the 4th overall.
After shot, and then there's a nice save. The Savolainen can absolutely rip a puck as Soderberg comes across and gets a shoulder on that one, and that's just a beauty of a save.
And despite the flurry of activity, just 2 shots on goal registered in that power play for Finland, but some good looks in Sweden. Scores! Josephine Bovang, we are all tied at 2.
Well, she gets a pair of whacks at this puck before she gets it in, and stays with it. She goes net front. Sweden's looking for her off the initial pass. And right off the face-off, Sweden, who won the bulk of the face-offs in the first period, and they win this one.
Also tied for tournament assists leader, but Susanna Tapani, her first goal at this year's Worlds, her 40th.
I like her a lot of time in the defensive zone. She keeps things light, too.
There you go.
Right? A little dance with Nora Toulouse. And she keeps things light, and I think that's huge in these kind of games. But she gets these shots through from the point. You watch the patience as she drags this puck to the middle, waits to get it past the block, and gets it on goal. So part of the reason that she's gotten on the board 3 times, there's another nice move. Just waits to see what the
tying goal, being heavily outshot, outplayed in this game. Can they do it? That was a good look by Raunio.
She gets her head up and places that puck exactly where she wants it.
20 seconds to go. Finland will just hold. Why not? They've got the 1-goal lead. Another chance here. And Sani Ahola will deny it with just 7 seconds left. Raunio taking a bit of a spill there with Saranta.
And she had a good shift. She had the first scoring chance, and by scoring chance, it's an outside shot, but there is traffic in front, and that's a nice shot. She gets it exactly where she wants it, and then Sweden comes off the boards. Again, it's Raunio's jumping in on the back door. I think she was open. She wanted the puck. They opt to take this shot, put it on Ahola, see if you can get anything going from there. Ahola, who's got that puck in her glove, skates right out of the crease.
Sweden has called a timeout. They do have 7 seconds left here.
Well, not a lot of time, but you want to make sure that everyone's on the same page in terms of what you want to do off of this face-off. And it comes down, again, to 2 things on this draw. How you want to execute on a win, but what you're going to do quickly if you lose that puck and how you're going to try to recover it and get it back to the net. Not a lot of time on the board, but certainly enough time if you win this draw to execute some sort of game plan.
For the draw. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll try again. Having some words, Linnea Johansson, and
well, she's cheating off of that side, and no doubt, listen, our coach used to say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So officials are saying,
oh, she gets a touch on it. Raunio out to Svensson through traffic. There's a whistle. Time has not officially expired on this game.
Well, they're going to maybe have about a second, maybe 2. They're going to
there you go.
Second back up on the board, so now that obviously changes things. You don't have the same amount of time to try to execute, 1.1 seconds. So you're looking to put this one on net right from the circle. So it's the same circle. You're going to need a right-handed player in there to try to put it through. The Finns obviously are just probably going to drop down. I don't know if you have, they look like they're going to try to win this one back, and I'm not so sure they've got the time to do that.
Just 1.1 second. The crowd inside Budvar Arena, energetic. This is the first of 4 games, of course. Quarterfinal Thursday, biggest, busiest, longest day of the tournament.
They're checking the time. I think the Swedish team's also looking to the bench. They're trying to get some direction from the bench. They've used their timeout.
Oh, they'll have more time, 3.1 seconds.
So that changes things. So now they do have time to try to win this puck back.
Finland, so close. So close to taking this one. And Finland will take down the 3 crowns. A 3-2 win to advance to the semifinals and play for a medal on Sunday. Officials having some words here, but while it's a feisty finish, it really was all Finland in this game.
Well, Finland was definitely the better team, and Sweden didn't look for the bulk of